An important health alert for you this morning. This week, the CDC issued a warning about counterfeit Botox. At least 22 people in 11 states have reported bad reactions after receiving the injections, from blurry vision to difficulty breathing. Some people even had to be hospitalized. Right now, the FDA is investigating the sources of these counterfeit products. A nurse practitioner, Megan Francis, owns her own aesthetic practice in Arlington, Virginia, joins us live to talk about this warning. Megan, this is such an important thing to talk about. You know, the CDC mentioned choosing a provider with the right qualifications, but talk about some of the steps that you can take to make sure that those qualifications are actually there.
So you want to make sure that your provider is either a nurse practitioner, a physician's associate, or a doctor. Those are the only people that can inject. And you can go to any state board of nursing, any state board of medicine, and check and make sure that your provider is actually board certified. On top of that, you want to make sure that provider is actually trained in aesthetic medicine, because so many people aren't, and they just have a license, but they don't have knowledge of aesthetic medicine. My team trains for months before ever touching a patient.
Yeah, and that's so important. I mean, going a step further, you talked about it this week a little bit. I know you're very vocal on social media too. Going a step further, how do you make sure that the actual product that your provider is using is legitimate?
So any provider that is legitimate will have absolutely no problem showing you the box of Botox and showing you the lot number. There are currently 4 neurotoxins approved in the US and more coming on the way. And each of these manufacturers has a patient hotline that you absolutely can call and verify your provider and also verify lot numbers.
What are some of the risks if you don't take the time to kind of do your research before this? How serious can an infection from counterfeit Botox be, or even a legitimate product that is mishandled?
Frankly, the risks are dire. You have no idea what these substances are. If you're also getting dermal fillers as well, which are very popular, you add a risk of blindness, tissue death, or even death. You have no idea what these have been contaminated with. A majority of them are in fact coming from China, and we have no idea what this is. Is it silicone? You have no idea. And botulinum toxin in nature is lethal. Now, it is very, very safe in the right hands. It's been around since the 70s, ultra purified and safe when you're going to a legitimate provider. Otherwise, you have no idea. It is not worth your vision. It is not worth your life.
Yeah, certainly some good tips. I got about a few seconds left. Quickly, any other tips for people who are interested in this, how to go about it the right way?
Again, truly do your research, take your time. It is not worth the risk. Even a legitimate provider that, has a license but isn't trained in aesthetic medicine can cause at best complications. You see those pictures going around of people with droopy eyes. That is a best case scenario as a complication. But again, it's not worth tissue death when you literally lose your tissue dyes on your face, or going blind or dying. It's not worth it. So do your research, take the time to make sure that they are in fact certified with legitimate products.
Yeah, such great information. Megan Francis, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.